ServiceNow announced yesterday, March 10th, 2025, that they're making their biggest acquisition ever. And not surprisingly, it centers around AI and it centers around search. So they're acquiring Moveworks for $2.85 billion. The deal is expected to close the second half of 2025. It's a mix of cash and stock. And again, like I said, this is the biggest acquisition ever, almost $3 billion cash and stock. So why is that important? So there's a couple things. Number one, obviously, if it needed to be done or not, it doesn't matter. Obviously, ServiceNow is going all in on AI, right? You probably knew this already, but this is a clear tell that that's where they're going to be focused. You think about it, the Agentic AI, right? It also comes with that enterprise search capability, right? And that's a key piece. They mentioned in their press release, in some of the public statements that have come out since, that this is an area in and of itself that presents a whole new available market that they can go after, right? A whole new area to grow and expand their revenue, right? That search component. A little bit about Moveworks, right? So 2016, they developed AI assistance kind of focus, right? That's their focus. Makes perfect sense given kind of ServiceNow's Now Assist bundled into the Pro Plus platform. You think about the integration, right? A lot of talk out there about how the integration should be pretty easy. Of course, it all comes down to execution. There's a lot of shared customers, which I'll get to in a minute. But at the end of the day, it also comes down to something really important that McDermott said on the last earnings call. Those three words, CRM, right? They're competing against Salesforce. They're clearly trying to make a play there to grab, I would say, market share, but just penetration in general, right? Establish themselves a little differently. It's that evolution of ServiceNow. If you think about this as that opportunity, right? Think about Moveworks, think about that functionality. It's the AI assistance. It's that search component, right? And they're going to talk about over the coming months, especially as they approach customers, they talk to the market about justification of almost $3 billion. They're going to talk about the fact that by doing this, it allows them to enhance their capabilities in that customer experience and that sales customer insights vessel of CRM, right? That's important to them. Deal cycle support, sales enablement support, account hygiene, right? These are all areas that you're going to start to see ServiceNow further extend themselves, both from a marketing, both from a sales perspective relative to why you should consider ServiceNow. I mentioned that integration component. Obviously, it all comes down to can they execute, as I mentioned, but that's going to be a heavy push, right? The ease of being able to fold in this capability, that's going to be really important. In fact, in one of the press releases that was out there, Amit Zaveri, President and Chief Operating Officer, made a point to talk about that fold-in capability, right? It's this idea that it combines ServiceNow's agentic AI and automation strengths that are already there, combining it with Moveworks, right? That AI assistant, that enterprise search technology, right? That's the play, that's the pitch. That's how they're going to try to get more deals closed, right? Year-end earnings that came out recently, they talked about that they have about 12% of their base, 1,000 customers that are paying for AI, their AI offering. They talked about the fact that $200 million is the annual reoccurring kind of ACV number tied to the Pro Plus SKU. Remember, Pro Plus, it's kind of that add-on. So it's still kind of driven that way, unit, but it also has the number of Now Assists in it, which creates a consumption-based mechanism, which accelerates revenue potentially over time, that flywheel effect. So this all ties together, right? They're going to try to continue to enhance their offering. Kudos to them. They're going to make acquisitions and show the market that they're investing in this, right? This comes off an acquisition that was announced earlier this year. QN, right? That is an AI native conversation data platform. Mid-year last year, right? You had Radeon, which was another kind of Gen AI powered search functionality, right? So it all ties together. Now they're putting $3 billion out there. So if you're a customer right? It makes sense for you to start thinking about this as well. Those that are interested already, those that may have not been interested, expect this pitch to be coming. Expect your time at Knowledge, which is in May, to be very much centered around AI. You already knew that. But now this is another area where they're going to talk about enhancement. They're going to talk about CRM. They're going to talk about upgrades to Pro Plus. Let's not just wait till your renewal date. Let's talk about doing this sooner. And so I would just say, look, all good. But ServiceNow needs to still earn that business. They need to show you the proof points. Talk about the seamless integration. What is their plan? How are they going to execute to that? Talk about why this will be valuable for you, the customer, not just generally. Price certainty, price discounting, future price protections, right? That whole Now Assist component that I've been talking about, the consumption-based model. Make them earn that opportunity. And if they do, great. Now, obviously, it comes down to, did you get the right construct? Did you get the right pricing? Do you have the right investments? All of these things I continually talk about. But look, at the end of the day, kudos to them for making these investments. But don't lose sight of this. These investments need to have a return. The market, they need to see a return. And that's all going to come down to coming after you, the customer, to get what they want. They need you to upgrade. They need you to start using. And so this is a point in time, if you do it right, you can leverage these dollars that are being spent to bring down a return. You can leverage this opportunity, if done right, to also improve the world you already are sitting in, improve the underlying ITSM cost, improve the CSM cost, right? Impact, maybe it wasn't giving you value, have it push out of the deal even though maybe you aren't allowed to. There's certain things you can do right now, if done correctly, to seize this opportunity.